To solve for the x in this equation, we need to get rid of the square root signs. And to do that, we want to go ahead and square the left side and square the right side. Here, the mistake that you don't want to make is that when you square root x plus root 3, if you simply end up with x plus 3 because you square the root x and root 3, that's a big no-no. What we instead have to do is take that root x plus root 3, multiply by root x plus root 3. And of course, on the right side, the square sign and the square root sign will cancel each other out and giving us 2x plus 5. Here, root x times root x is going to be x. Root x times root 3 will give us root 3x. Root 3 times root x will be root 3x. And finally, root 3 times root 3 is going to be 3. Where if we simplify the root 3x plus root 3x, we end up with 2 root 3x. Then to, again, continue simplifying, we'll subtract x and 3 from the left and the right side. And we'll just simply end up with 2 root 3x equals x plus 2. Once again, to get rid of that square root sign, we're going to square everything on the left and everything on the right. Where we square the 2, we end up getting the 4. And we square the root x, the square root sign, square sign cancels out, we end up with 3x. Once again, here, when we have x plus 2 squared, if you end up with x squared plus 4, just like before, is not going to be correct. Instead, you have to go ahead and multiply x plus 2 times x plus 2, where we end up with x squared plus 4x plus 4. Continuing on, this will give us 12x. And then if we subtract 12x from the left and the right side, we end up with 0 equals x squared minus 8x plus 4. I wish we could factor this and finish it up, but unfortunately this is not factorable, so we have to go ahead and use the quadratic formula or complete the square method to find the final answer for the x. I like to use the quadratic formula. So quadratic formula is negative b, where b is going to be our negative 8 plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac. Again, a is going to be the coefficient of x squared, and then c is going to be the value 4. And then we're going to put all of this over 2a. Negative of negative 8 is 8. Negative 8 squared is 64. Minus 4 times 4 is 16. So we end up with the 48 in here, all over 2. And then if you simplify that square root of 48, it becomes 4 root 3. And if we go ahead and reduce the top and the bottom by 2, or simply multiply by half to the numerator and the denominator, and when we take that half, multiply to the 8, we get a 4. And then if we take that half, multiply to 4 root 3, we end up with 2 root 3. And of course, the 2 and the half cancels out, meaning our final value for the x is going to be 4 plus minus 2 root 3. And also, when you have a square root of x, and also the x in the other square root, there are no extraneous solutions. Meaning if I were to take that 4 plus minus 2 root 3 and plug it into the original equation, both of the values will work. So there you have it. our final solution is going to be 4 plus minus 2 root 3. Thank you again for watching my videos, and if you haven't, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that like button.